Freaks. This is your boy Big Steve G, and welcome to another podcast on TheTitleFight.com. We're going to start things off with recapping an excellent Showtime doubleheader from San Juan, Puerto Rico. In the co-feature, rising Mexican-American challenger Miguel Mikey Garcia took on tough veteran Bernabe Concepcion in a 10-round featherweight bout. Garcia, a tall, lengthy fighter with an excellent amateur pedigree, dominated Concepcion with his crisp boxing and great movement. It was a rather dull fight up until the 7th round when Garcia rocked Concepcion with a right hand and then eventually knocked him down. Garcia then moved in for the kill, forcing referee Luis Pabon to stop the fight. A good win for Garcia, who trains out of Oxnard, California, among one of the many great fighters trained by Robert Garcia. We should expect to see Garcia in a title fight here soon. Now let's move on to the excellent main event between featherweight title holder Orlando Salido taking on former champion Juan Manuel Lopez in a rematch of their first fight last April, in which Salido scored a huge knockout upset of the then unbeaten Lopez. I myself, just as many others, picked Lopez to regain his title. I felt Lopez had an off night and he wasn't 100% focused on Salido in the first fight. Boy, was I ever wrong. I commend Salido for once again going into Lopez's backyard to take this rematch, as he could have demanded for this fight to take place in Mexico or a border town in the U.S. Salido controlled the first 4 rounds of this fight with his relentless pressure and ability to land hard shots against Lopez. Lopez looked very tentative and appeared to be searching for a knockout, as he was only looking for one punch at a time. In the 5th round, Salido turned up the action and was looking as though he was going to break this fight wide open when Lopez caught him with a flush right hook that dropped Salido to one knee towards the end of the round. Salido was able to recover and continue to press the action. In the 8th, both men gave it all they had and traded a lot of hard shots. The 8th round was definitely an early candidate for round of the year. Lopez gave it all that he had in the 8th, as he was completely spent in the 9th. And Salido was finally able to land the clincher, a flush right hand followed by a left and right uppercut that sent Lopez to the canvas. He was able to beat the count, however, he was very wobbly. Therefore, Roberto Ramirez rightfully stepped in and stopped the bout. Great win for Salido, and he definitely made a believer out of me. Lopez's post-fight interview was an utter disgrace. He cried out robbery and felt that referee Roberto Ramirez wrongfully and intentionally stopped the bout because he had gambled on the fight. The only thing more disgraceful than Lopez's post-fight interview was the 3 official scorecards at the time of the stoppage. 2 judges had Lopez ahead and 1 judge had it even. Horrendous scoring continues to be a problem in boxing, and I strongly recommend that the athletic commissions and sanctioning bodies crack down hard on this type of behavior and begin to take disciplinary actions similar to the judges who were suspended after the Paul Williams-Arislandi Lara decision. Now, moving forward, it appears that the April 14th showdown between Yuriorkis Gamboa and Brandon Rios is in jeopardy of not taking place. This last week, Gamboa failed to show up for 2 scheduled press conferences in both Miami and Los Angeles. Rios will fight April 14th regardless. Let's all keep our fingers crossed and hope that Gamboa is the opponent and he shows up for the fight. Okay, in this week's Classic Review, we're going to look back to a 1988 super middleweight and light heavyweight title fight between Sugar Ray Leonard and light heavyweight champion Donnie Lalonde. In 1987, Sugar Ray Leonard shocked the world by upsetting legendary middleweight champion Marvelous Marvin Hagler, which ended a 5-year retirement from boxing. After defeating Hagler, once again, Leonard went into retirement. He then decided to come out of retirement a year later to challenge current light heavyweight champion Donnie Lalonde. They decided to meet at a catch weight of 165 pounds, so that both Lalonde's WBC light heavyweight title and the newly formed WBC super middleweight title could both be on the line. Lalonde continued to dismiss Leonard during the pre-fight hype, saying he was an old blown-up welterweight and he would knock him out. Lalonde had to drop weight to make the 165-pound catch weight. However, he said he felt great and faster with the weight loss. Leonard was attempting to become the first fighter to win world titles in 5 different weight classes, and he was attempting to do so without legendary trainer Angelo Dundee in his corner, who he had split with prior to this fight. Lalonde and Leonard met on November 7, 1988 in the outdoor arena at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Leonard controlled the first 2 rounds with excellent movement and a good straight jab. Leonard wasn't circling as much as he had against Marvin Hagler, as he was pacing himself against the larger man. In the 4th round, Leonard began to open up on Lalonde when he was caught with a right hand on the top of the head, which sent him to the canvas for only the 2nd time in his career. Leonard was able to get up and finish the round strong. The pace picked up from round to round, and Ray began to solve the puzzle and started to take control of this fight. In the 9th, Lalonde was able to stun Leonard and began to land hard shots, which wobbled the Sugar Man. However, Ray was able to weather the storm and turn the tables on Lalonde by landing lefts and rights, which would eventually put Lalonde on the canvas. Donnie was able to get up. However, Leonard moved in for the kill and landed a lethal left-right combination that put Lalonde down and out. The Sugar Man was able to pull out another miracle and became the first fighter in boxing history to win world titles in 5 different weight classes. This fight is definitely a lost gem, and I highly recommend YouTubing it. Well, that does it for this session, Fight Freaks. This is your boy, Big Steve G. Have a good one.